Things are looking pretty bleak in the board game hobby space at the moment. So many board game related videos are coming out that are talking like the sky is falling. However, I have noticed some misinformation being put out on a couple of topics that are making the situation seem worse than it actually is. One of these topics is Gamefound's stable pledge. Now, I went into this with the idea that I was going to make a positive video about why stable pledge is a good thing. However, I was not prepared for the drama that I was going to experience along the way. Welcome to Treehane Miniatures. Gamefound's stable pledge program isn't something that I ever really thought about in the past. It's never affected my decision to back a campaign one way or another. Today, however, things are a little different. With the ever-changing and unpredictable US tariff situation, stable pledge is something that I look for in any campaign that I'm going to back going forward. So imagine my surprise when I started hearing on multiple occasions from multiple sources that price increases due to US tariffs is not protected under Gamefound's stable pledge guarantee. Over the past month or so, I've heard several YouTube content creators make the assertion that price increases due to US tariffs does not fall under Gamefound's stable pledge guarantee, and any companies who choose to honor the refund are doing so of their own free will and not as part of the program. Now, these are some larger channels that are making these assertions, which is what prompted me to look into this further and to make this video. I went back and read through the stable pledge terms again, and even watched Alex Radcliffe's stable pledge informational video a couple of times. Sure enough, it all looks good, and tariffs seem to fall under the same stable pledge protection as any other price increases would. So I decided to make a video with a good word that all of our pledges are protected against outrageous tariff price hikes. Then, out of nowhere, I'm watching one of Board Game Co.'s to back or not to back videos, and Alex mentions that price increases due to tariffs are not covered by Gamefound's stable pledge program. And for those of you who don't know, Alex is employed by Gamefound. Nevertheless, I am confident in my understanding of the stable pledge program, so rather than make a video about it, I figure I'll just address it in his comment section of his video. I cut and paste a little excerpt from the stable pledge terms, and I leave a comment as to why I believe that the US tariff situation is covered by the stable pledge guarantee. And when I check back later, my comment is nowhere to be found. No big deal. I've had comments flagged for some reason or another, and they show up at a later time. But it was a long comment, so I check in with Alex and I leave him this comment basically stating that I left a comment about stable pledge and asked if it had been deleted or flagged for some reason. Alex promptly replies that he definitely did not delete it, so I try again. I rewrite the comment in abbreviated form, and I don't copy and paste any text this time just in case that was the issue. I verify that it does post to the comment section, and then I go about my day. I check back a little later, and once again my message is gone. So I leave another comment for Alex saying that it happened again, and I even make a little joke about whether or not anyone else has access to his comment section like a parent company or such, implying Gamefound of course, and I figure that I'll just let it go as an unsuccessful comment. Well, that little tongue-in-cheek joke I made about a parent company having access to the comment section got the better of me, and this is where the drama begins. Mind you, this is drama that was 100% manufactured by my own thoughts. I started thinking, what if I really am being censored on this subject? What if there is a loophole where US tariffs are not covered under the stable pledge program? And what if Gamefound does have moderating rights on Board Game Co.'s channel and they're blocking messages that address this subject? At this point, I am 100% confident that Alex is not the one deleting my comments. First of all, he's not one to shy away from a conversation, and second, there's no reason he would leave my other two comments up on the channel that mention the deleted comments. That, and I've interacted with Alex in person on several occasions, and he is one of the most genuine and enthusiastic individuals in the hobby. My fear was that Gamefound had some moderating rights to the comment section and was deleting comments that referred to the stable pledge program. So I start doing more research and begin gathering information to prepare for my next move. I start by posting my comment a third time, verifying that it posted, and I take a screenshot of the comment. The comment basically outlines why I believe that tariff price increases are covered under the stable pledge program. When that comment gets taken down again, I fear that things aren't on the up and up. I quickly go to the Gamefound page that has their stable pledge information, and I start taking screenshots of everything. The stable pledge terms, Alex's stable pledge video thumbnail, and the like. These items lay out the guarantees of the program pretty clearly. Creators are required to estimate costs of their projects, which include costs of the products, shipping costs, and any other costs such as VAT. If these costs increase by more than 10%, the creator guarantees a full refund to backers who request the refund within 2 weeks. It seems pretty darn clear to me that tariffs should fall under any other costs. This understanding that tariffs fall under Gamefound's stable pledge guarantee also seems to be backed up by Awakened Realms' most recent update for Nemesis Retaliation. They point out in that update that it's important to highlight that this project is part of the stable pledge program. So if there is any price change due to tariffs above 10% before the delivery, we will also offer a 100% refund option. Furthermore, in the stable pledge video that Alex made for Gamefound, at about the 2-minute 35-second mark, he gives examples of price changes that are covered by the program, which include prices of the shipping, VAT or taxes, or any of the peripheral costs associated with the project. And since tariffs are a tax, I figure that this is more evidence that tariffs should be covered. With all of my ducks in a row, I now feel like I should send Alex an email, and while I'm at it, I need to get an official comment from Gamefound before I go forward with making this video. And at this point I'm wondering, is this going to be a positive news video or a negative news video? So Alex has 2 different email addresses, and even though one of them is specifically for Gamefound questions, I decided to reach him through his personal email address. I do not want to risk Gamefound intercepting this email and him not getting the message. Yes, I can be a bit paranoid at times. It's a simple email. I attach a copy of my deleted comment to show that I'm not a bad actor making inappropriate comments, and I honestly believe that he has not seen this comment yet, and I ask him for an official response to the situation so that I can make a video about the subject. And perhaps I could have been a little more clear in that email. I was looking for a response to the stable pledge issue that was addressed in my comment, and what I actually got was a response from Alex saying that he wasn't deleting my emails. Not really what I was looking for, but that's on me. So how did my message to Gamefound go? My message to Gamefound is pretty direct. I begin with my understanding that price increases due to tariffs are covered by the Stable Pledge program. I explained to them that my comments about their Stable Pledge program have been deleted from the Board Game Co. YouTube channel, and that I don't believe that Alex is the one deleting them. I close my message with, "This is why I'm reaching out to you. If the Stable Pledge topic is in fact being censored, then I'm concerned about what the Stable Pledge guarantee actually means." And I'm realizing now that I can sound like kind of an asshole in my correspondence. The good news is that Gamefound got back to me quickly as well. They confirmed that the Stable Pledge program includes all costs for a pledge, including tariffs. They also used the wording that creators should honor the spirit of the guarantee, which is that it includes all costs. I personally really like this phrasing. It means that even though tariffs aren't specifically mentioned in the terms, they are covered under the spirit of the guarantee. Tariffs should not be used as a loophole by creators to get out of their Stable Pledge promise. Kudos to Gamefound for this. So what about campaigns that are running right now and using the Stable Pledge guarantee in light of the current tariff situation? Are we going to start seeing wording and phrasing that exempts tariffs from the Stable Pledge guarantee within the campaign? Well, this war of mine is a campaign that I'm very interested in backing, so I thought I'd better check out if it's covered also. It's supposed to be under the Stable Pledge program, so let's see what we can find. The first bit of verbiage states that US pricing may be subject to change depending on evolving tariff regulations, without any mention of the Stable Pledge guarantee in that line. Well, that is not too reassuring. It sounds like they're giving themselves an out. So I keep reading. It's not until we get all the way down to the shipping information that things are clarified. It states that please note that this campaign is under the Stable Pledge program, and if the final pricing will change above 10%, we guarantee 100% refund. It sounds like even in light of the current tariff situation, that Stable Pledge is something that creators are looking to offer backers for their peace of mind. If you want to know if any of the campaigns that you've already backed fall under the Stable Pledge program, the information can be found on the original campaign page under the Refunds and Cancellations section. For example, this screenshot is from CMON's DC Heroes United campaign, which is covered. However, CMON's Cthulhu Death May Die Forbidden Reaches campaign is not part of the Stable Pledge program. Of course, a guarantee is only as good as the company making it. It's important to point out here that this guarantee is being made by the creator of the project and not by Gamefound. So if the company goes insolvent or skips town, you're probably not going to get a refund even if it's under the Stable Pledge program. However, this is still something that I am going to look for in any campaign that I back going forward. How about you? Has Stable Pledge ever affected your decision to back a project in the past? And will it affect your decisions to back projects going forward? Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to join our growing community of to be determined.